Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. In. We are going to continue with back planning in my May workbook, and that's just playing catch up from the paychecks that have already occurred during this current month. As you know, if you're not new here, we pay our bills a month in advance, so all our fixed expenses have been paid for the month of May. So I am just working on variable expenses and going to be working on June bills. So that's a lot. That's enough. This is my budget workbook. You guys are familiar. Here is how I have my bills and paydays laid out on a month on 2 pages. So these budget workbooks are absolutely free for you to download. You can download and print them out. Make sure you do double-sided, or you can download and save to your desktop and use something like Adobe Acrobat to make a fillable PDF if you love to digitally plan. So we just got done with yesterday doing the May 3rd pay. We have an extra pay this month, twice a year that occurs because I get paid bi-weekly. So 2 times a year, I get an extra pay or a third pay, and it's very exciting. And this is one of those Mays. So May we had a lot of added expenses. So it was helpful it is going to be helpful for us to get that extra money because, to offset the added stuff. So what I'm going to be doing is something I didn't do consistently when I used to budget before, is I'm going to be adding in things like holidays, birthdays. Now, I used to plan for Christmas, and I used to have a sinking fund for Christmas, Black Friday. I'm going to get back into that. I'm working on additional printables for you guys. And one of you had suggested a printable, and I was like, yeah, I'll put that on my list. And I scribbled it down, and now I can't find it. So I'm doing free giveaways this year as far as all my printables go. So if you have a suggestion, I'll do my best to create something for you. I just use Canva, and I use AI for some updated graphics. But if I can do it, I will. I'm happy to do it. And then hopefully in 2025, I get back to the swing of things and I can open up my Etsy again. So in the meantime, why gatekeep? I have this, it's already designed, so why not share it with you? All right, so May 12th is this pay. And this is my husband's commission. So I talked to you guys about that a lot. And he gets a base pay, and it's $1,800 a month before taxes. And then he makes commission on top of that. But if he doesn't make enough to cover his base pay, he doesn't owe money back. So that's nice. But lately he hasn't been making very high commissions, or I think there was a month or 2 we didn't have any, because first and foremost, before you can see any money in commission, you have to pay back your base pay, and then you can start earning from there. So anything above the $1,800 is where your commission begins. Now, if you don't make $1,800 for the month, like I said, the next month you don't owe money back, but you always have to pay your base first. So he got $1,136.01. And I think I talked about this in a previous video where I kind of broke it down what he made and how he landed on this number. So basically, I'll show you in case you're interested, because some people are interested in how commissions work and, all that fun stuff. Let me see if this light, oh, there we go. Okay. So 1,800 minus, let's say 28%. No, 1,800 minus 29%. Probably not. 1,800 minus 30%. That's a little closer to what he brings home in a base pay. So I'm just going to put, that's a 30% tax rate. And 30% including all his tax deductions. So he doesn't have health insurance coming out of his check. So that comes out of mine, and it comes out of his retirement, his early retirement. So this is just what he ends up with as a base pay every month. And it's around there. And it fluctuates. And I don't know how the heck it fluctuates. I honestly, God, I don't know. And I wish I knew. I'm going to have to start looking at the stubs really closely, because my paychecks fluctuate a couple cents every pay. But other than that, you can pretty much bank on how much they're going to be. But anyways, so $1,260 plus, okay, so $1,260. I'm just going to write that really tiny down here. So let's say 1136 was his commission, plus 1136 plus 30%. 1136 plus 1,800 pre-tax plus 30%. That's approximately what his commissions were this month. So then you take out the 1,800. Okay, what am I doing wrong? 1136 plus 30%. That can't be right. All right, I'm not going to do this. I have to check out his pay stub. Anyways, so you guys get the gist of it. Let's get into the fixed expenses and the variable expenses. All right, so variables, we had Mother's Day. And we took my mom and his mom and stepdad and a couple family members. We had 26 people at this restaurant in our party. But we picked up the check for ourselves and some select people. So it was $350 with gratuity. It was just under that. So that was one. Gas. So that was just dinner, because we did gifts too. So gas, $100. That's for 2 vehicles for the week. Now, I ended up having to use a little money out of our bank account because more than a week passed between the 3rd when we got paid and the 12th when this money came in. So not much, but I ended up using a little bit from our checking, and I talked to you guys about, you know, our rollover. So just so you're clear, because you're probably like, wait a second, what did you guys do for a few days? So groceries ran us $164 out of this pay. And then we had a prescription. I don't remember if it was for myself or for him. 26. And then I started therapy. And I'm going to go ahead and call that anxiety tax. Because once in a while, we all need help with our anxiety. I don't know. I do. So, ingredients for dog food. We make our own. $32. It varies, but not much, because we buy pretty much the same ingredients. It just depends on how much chicken is. Canva. $15. XM radio. Or Sirius, it's Sirius XM. Also $15. Mother's Day gifts. It's for my husband's mom and for my mom. Did 100 a piece approximately. We got them different things. And then that dining out, we went out to eat a couple times. It was $120. All right, so that's everything. Let's add it up. $350. Oh, hello. Guys, the calculator and I are not it today. All right, so I'm going to do 113601 minus 350. No, 350 plus, it's the amateur hour here, plus 100, plus 164, plus 26, plus 75 plus 32, 15, 15, 200, 120, 1097 for those. Okay. And then I have rolling over. Is that right? Did I get everything? So 113601 minus 1097 is 3901 remaining. Now the next check that you will see is going to be very fixed expense heavy for the month of June. So, that's how I do it. I kind of take whatever pay it is, what date it comes in, and how I can, first of all, I try to make sure that all our variable expenses are covered for the month because our bills for May are paid. So I'm working a month ahead. So I try to do that. And then I work in bills. And I don't really have to work in bills according to when they're due because I'm paying a month ahead. So I just work in bills where they best fit. So bills didn't fit. Bills for June, fixed expenses for June did not fit in this paycheck. So I just kind of look at the whole month and I kind of anticipate, I guess, what I think we're going to make. And the hardest thing to anticipate is this commission. And I didn't put any money in savings. So I anticipate, and then I try to plot out what we're going to pay and how we're doing it. So the next video, I'm going to plug in our due dates for all of our bills and our paydays for the month of June. Now, if you guys didn't get your June workbook, you can still request it. I'm not putting an expiration on these right now. This is what the cover looks like. And when I'm talking about plugging in dates, I'm talking about on the month, in the month on 2 pages. So here it is. And you can use this just for finances because I also have created and provided an entire 2024 planner for you. So that is also free to download and it is completely, I didn't back plan in January, but you can see this is the style of it. You have a cover page for every month. And then you have a month on 2 pages, and then you have your notes page before you get into the cover for the next month. So as you can see, that's how it's set up. But anyways, I didn't back plan that far, and I'm not going to show like May because I started writing like personal stuff in there. But the beauty of this, I guess what I'm trying to say, the moral of this story, is that you can use this budget workbook strictly for finances. You don't have to put doctor's appointments or work schedules or anything else unless you want to. You could use this as your entire monthly planner if you want to have everything in one place. But that's the beauty of it. It's totally up to you and it's designed to fit however it works for your life and your lifestyle and plans and how you do things. And yeah, so that's it. I keep showing these things because number one, I don't know who's here for the first time and who maybe isn't familiar, but just also as a reminder, if you decide you want to request it, all you have to do is click on the links below. And I also am going to be doing a separate video because I have a couple fun printables for you guys, and I thought that they deserve their own video, so I'm going to be doing a separate video to show those to you, and I will also put links for those below. So I'm going to do those fairly quickly. And if you are on TikTok and you want to join me over there, that's great. I also have my Instagram link below and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching. I kind of like this video because it literally is, it's the nature of budgeting to kind of fumble through things once in a while, you know, when you're trying to make sense of them. But yeah, at the end of the day, it all works out. So, all right, thanks so much for watching. You guys being here means more than you know.